For our next section of the show, we call it The List for the Gist. It's sort of a James Lipton-esque series of questions that we're going to ask to every guest on our show, starting with Dr. Watling. Dr. Watling, could you tell me, what is your favorite book?
I instantly think, of course, an English professor can never isolate a single book because we read so many books, and every year we might read 5 books that blow us away. But just thinking about my reading experience, I go to a novel that was written at the turn of the century called Le Grand Monde, and it's a French novel. And I've forgotten the author. The title, though, is there. And it's a wonderful impressionistic story about a young man and his failed attempt to establish a relationship with a young woman. And it's not, I mean, the story is a cliche, but the way it's told is so gentle and so evocative of the time, and it stayed with me all my life. And I read it when I was in my early 20s, I guess. Alain Fournier. Alain Fournier is the author. Yeah.
Does it have a good resolution? Am I going to read this and feel unsatisfied at the end?
You're going to feel satisfied because the tale has been told so beautifully. Okay. Even if the ending is not so happy.
Okay.
And it was the only novel that he wrote because he was killed in the trenches in World War I. So.
Okay. All right, thanks for that happy thought. Is there a skill that you do not possess, which you wish you did?
Oh, yes. Speaking another language fluently. Without a doubt, without a doubt. I would be doing a lot more travel. I would have extended my international residential experience a great deal more in non-English speaking countries if I had been able to master at least one language to the point of fluency.
And do you think it's too late? Have you given up on it? I mean, it doesn't seem...
There doesn't seem to be the imperative now.
Your life has gone a different way.
Yeah. I live in an English-speaking country. I think that the opportunity has passed rather than that my ability has diminished to the point where it would no longer be possible.
So you could learn it, but it wouldn't be for the same reason that you would have liked to have it earlier.
Yeah.
If you ever got arrested, what would your mother or father say, and why?
If I ever got arrested, it would be for political reasons, and my mother would be very proud.
Okay. And I'm saying that was a hypothetical question, not that it ever happened before.
It's never happened. I wish it had.
There's still time.
There's still time. This I can achieve.
What would you like to have written on your tombstone?
Gabrielle Watling, born, date, died, date.
Mystery. Okay. For our last question, when you were in high school, or whatever the equivalent is in Australia.
It's high school.
How would you categorize yourself? Jock, nerd, popular, outsider, loner? Did they have the same types of groups that we would say we have here in America?
Not quite so much. Not so much the sporting groups, because sport is not a school-based thing in Australia. Sport is played by lots and lots of kids, but it's usually at a sort of club external level. It's not something that's organised at the school level. I was the class clown.
Okay.
I was the political rebel class clown.
And did you feel that at the time, or looking back?
Oh, I cultivated it. It was no accident. So
your mother was proud even then?
I guess in my family, you made people laugh or you didn't exist.
Well, congratulations on achieving your goal.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for being here tonight. That's our program, and as always, we hope you get the gist.